This is the third lecture on WinLogy Lab. In the last lecture, we've studied the tool Basecon. In today's lecture, we will be focusing on the tool BoolToot. It's a step-by-step tutorial on simplification of a Boolean truth table using minimization techniques like Karnaugh maps and Quinn-McCluskey. After minimization, the circuit diagram is drawn using logical gates. Even it has a feature to test the student's ability of drawing equations from K-maps, and this is cross-checked by the software. Now let us explore BoolToot. It has the following sections: demonstrate the following process using Karnaugh map, Quinn-McCluskey, test the student's ability to solve Karnaugh maps. Data for the truth table is obtained from random values that is already defined by the software, or user enter values that the user has to define. We'll see an example of Karnaugh map using random values. Now this is the truth table. It has got 4 input variables and 1 output variable. Now that a truth table has been obtained, a Karnaugh map must now be drawn. This will be shown next. Once the Karnaugh map is obtained, logic values are now entered to the map. The K-map consists of 16 cells as there are 4 inputs. Logic values are now being entered to the map. Truth table position 0 is entered here. Similarly, all the values from 0 to 15 are entered in the K-map. Now that the truth table variables have been entered to the Karnaugh map, the grouping of logic high patterns are performed. Firstly, the Karnaugh map is checked to determine if a group of 16 highs can be grouped. Now the group must be a full rectangular block, thus no diagonal groups. Next, the Karnaugh map is checked to determine if a group of 8 highs can be looped. Note that don't care states can be incorporated in the loop. Next, the Karnaugh map is checked to determine if a group of 4 highs can be looped. Note only unlinked logic highs need to be linked and use don't care. Next, the Karnaugh map is checked to determine if a group of 2 highs can be looped. Note only unlinked logic highs need to be linked and use don't care. And next, the equation is obtained. It is in SOP form, that is sum of products form. There are no unlinked logic highs left in the K-map. As you can see, each one is looped or grouped. Now the final circuit diagram of the resulting simplified function can be determined. The first part of the function represents AND gates, and hence the circuit diagram is obtained. Now we'll see an example using Quinn-McCluskey, and the data for the truth table is again random values. This is the truth table. It has got 4 input variables and 1 output variable. Now that a truth table has been obtained, the prime list table is then determined. The outline of the first column will now be shown. Values are now entered into the first column. The values are obtained from the truth table. Only truth table positions that have a logic high or don't care are entered. These values are entered in the prime list. Now in this case 0, 3, 4, 8 and 13, 14 will be entered. Now the truth table values are entered according to the number of logic highs ones in the binary value at a specific truth table position. That means they will be arranged in an ascending order of increasing number of ones. The first truth table position has no, that is 0 ones in the binary value. If there is an output logic high or don't care, this truth table value is entered to the prime list table. The next truth table position 1 has 1 logic high in the binary value. If there is an output logic high or don't care, this truth table value is entered to the prime list table. Similarly, all the other values are entered in the prime list. Other columns in the prime list are now to be determined. For this, the first column will be moved to the left of the screen. The next column of the prime list is determined from the first column. Each value in a prime list group is compared to all the values in the next prime list group. The first comparison is shown above. As an example, 0 and 4 is compared. These two positions are compared. Values that are different are replaced by a dash. There is one difference: the compared result is placed in the next row of the column. Tick marks are placed beside the original compared values, and all the compared values are placed in list 2. Now the primes are taken out. Prime list values that remain unticked are entered in the prime list. This value is not ticked, it is entered to the table. Now that the final prime list values are obtained, it is left to find which of these are essential primes. The mean term values are now required, which is obtained from the positions a logic high is in the truth table. Now all the mean terms are obtained starting from 0, 3, 4, 8 and 14. The mean term values and prime list values are placed as headings to a minimal cover table. Now minimal cover table consists of rows that are all primes and columns that are all mean terms, and crosses placed along the table at locations where the prime values cover the min term values. Note, dashes in the value could be a logic 0 or 1. The table is filled now that the appropriate prime values are marked at the correct mean term positions. The essential primes are determined. This column is searched for a single cross. However, there is not, so no prime implicant is needed for this column. Similarly, all the other columns are searched. All min terms are covered, so no secondary primes are needed. All possible essential primes and secondary primes are determined. The final looped mean terms are thus the minimized function. And this is the function. Again, this function is in the SOP form, that is sum of products form. The final simplified equation can be determined from the looped primes. The dash represent no variable. 0 and 1 represent the variable. Now the final circuit diagram of the resulting simplified function can be determined. And this is how we have minimized the truth table using Quinn-McCluskey. This tool has another feature of testing the student's ability to solve Karnaugh maps. Now let us read out the help window. Minimize the given Karnaugh map utilizing the don't cares as necessary. Select the loop button to begin placing loops. Now I'm going to select the loop button and I'm going to start grouping the elements in the K-map. Once I'm done placing the loops, there is an option check question. It turns out to be that the loops are not in the most minimized form, and one possible solution appears in front of us. This shows that the loops that I placed on the K-map were incorrect. There are multiple questions here in this tool to check the student's ability to solve Karnaugh maps. In today's lecture, we saw how to minimize truth table using Karnaugh map and Quinn-McCluskey, and we even saw the student's ability to solve Karnaugh maps. In the next lecture, we will be focusing on our next tool, that is Win Boolean. Thank you.